Hi everyone, welcome to another Create and Chat video. Before I begin, let me first apologize for any weird noises you might hear in the background. My neighbors are being weird at the moment. And also, please excuse the mess on my table. My work surface is always a mess, and I don't know, there's nothing I can do about it right now, since the video is already recorded, and I didn't realize how messy it was. Anyway, so in this video, I am resculpting a previous ball jointed doll sculpt that I had already come up with. The reason for resculpting it is because I can't seem to come up with a design that I'm happy with. So, well, in terms of the joints, the silhouette, I love the silhouette, but I can't seem to come up with a working joint system that I really like. So the purpose of redoing this sculpt is because I want to create something I'm thoroughly satisfied with. I mean, I was happy with the last sculpt I did, but I don't want to settle just for happy. I want to create something I'm ecstatic with, if that makes any sense. So anyway, for my armature, I'm using aluminum foil, as you can see, and for the actual clay itself, I'm using plastilina clay. The reason why I chose plastilina clay is because I'm eventually going to make jump molds and cast the sculpt in epoxy sculpt, which I've already ordered and I'm waiting for it to arrive in the mail. I'm going to make basic push molds out of silicone caulking. There are lots of tutorials on YouTube on how to do it. You make soapy water, you put it in there, you smush it around until it starts forming together, and then blam, push mold, if that makes any sense. I know for a fact that when I start making my molds, I won't be able to record the process because it's a wet process, and I don't really have much room in my kitchen to arrange the camera in such a way that, you know, it can be watched. But basically, it's just the basic push mold, so no one is really missing anything. The doll on this sculpt, the sculpt is incomplete. The actual video, well, the sculpt is practically complete, but I mean the process is not completely recorded because this actual video is 1 hour long. Well, the original video, not sped up, is 1 hour long, and I basically spent 3 hours working on that sculpt that night. And because plastilina clay I've done the particular silhouette so many times, I know how to sculpt what I want. And also, the clay is so easy to work with, like, I just basically, put everything on there and got things done, got shit done. So anyway, I took a couple of years ago, well, not a couple years ago, well, a few years ago, I graduated from college in 2012, so I want to say around 2011, I took a toy making class. I went to Towson University in Maryland, and I took a toy making class, and I'm actually applying something I learned from that class to this particular sculpt. I can't really talk, well, okay, so in the toy making class, it was kind of like a collaboration with a big company. I can't say more than that because I signed a contract, but, like, the guy had given us a tip on, well, the tip had nothing to do with the company or whatever. It's not like a company trade secret. Like, everyone who sculpts toys and things like that do stuff like this, so it's nothing real. I'm not really giving anything away. But anyway, the guy gave a tip, and he was like, if you want to achieve symmetry in terms of the arms and legs and whatnot, not hands and feet. Like, for the hands and feet, you're on your own, but for the arms and legs, if you want to achieve symmetry and have, like, them be the same length or whatever, you can actually sculpt a generic arm and a generic leg, and basically, out of your base clay, which is plastilina. Well, in the class they had used Roma plastilina, which is thicker stuff. This is the cheap stuff, but well, it's not that cheap. It works well, but whatever. So he was like, you can sculpt one generic arm and sculpt one generic leg, and then basically cast doubles and work from there. So basically, that's what I'm doing with this sculpt. I sculpted one generic arm and one generic leg, and then I sculpted 2 hands, and I'm in the process of sculpting 2 feet. Although I haven't finished with the feet because I haven't decided on exactly how I want the feet to look yet. But pretty much that's where I am with this sculpt right now. I just need to sculpt the feet and put details in the face. So anyway, I'm currently waiting for my epoxy sculpt to arrive in the mail because I would love to have something more, I guess, more permanent that I can test string with. And so, so in case this doll never sees resin, which I'm hoping it will. But in case it never sees resin, I would love to have something more permanent that I can be like, you know what, well, I made this, and here it is. So, plastilina clay, I got mine from Michael's. Excuse me, I got mine from Michael's. They have, it's usually $3 and some change. It's for like, I think it's a pound. Wait, hold on. I can tell you guys exactly. Excuse the noise. Excuse the noise. I apologize. My bad. It's 1 pound of clay, and the brand is Craft Smart. And it's normally $3, but I had it never hardens. It, you know, it stays soft like Play-Doh, but it's a lot more it's more resilient than Play-Doh. It's actually strong or whatever. So, yeah. So I have it in gray. Well, it's because, you know, you can see better with gray clays when you're sculpting, and it's normally $3 and some change at Michael's, but I had a 50% coupon, which actually is lasting until I think the 1st or whatever. You can find it on Michael's online on their website. But anyway, it's a 50% coupon, and so it cost me like $1 and some change, which was a really good deal. So I have this plastilina clay. I bought some silicone caulk, which I'm going to use to make basic push molds. There's lots of tutorials on YouTube how to make a how to use silicone caulk for molds. Like, you mix some soapy water, you squeeze it up in there, and then you mush it until it comes together, and then you make your push mold. In this case, it's going to be 2-part molds, because I'm going to cast the front, and I'm going to cast the back, and then I'm going to join them together and work the sculpt from there. I have 2mm elastic, which is what is going to take to, you know, string the doll or whatever, and for the pins, I'm literally using pins. However, I'm thinking also for the pins that go in the arms, in the hands, and the feet. That is, what is it? Those the paper clips. The paper clips. Paper clips are pretty strong metal as well, so I might cut paper clips and use that. I don't know yet, but I'm trying to figure it out. So this particular sculpt, I call her Stick Bug, because, like, for obvious reasons, she's really skinny and she's really long and lanky and just weird looking, and I love it. So she's the codename Stick Bug. So yeah. The face, I've sketched out her face several times, but I'm not sure if my sketches never really look like my sculpt, so I'm still not sure about if that's the faces I sculpted are what I'm going to use. I also haven't decided on her bust, so I'm still trying to figure that out. But so far, things are coming out nicely. So plans for the doll. So in order, I'm sculpting the doll, I'm putting details in the face and putting details in the feet. I'm going to make junk molds, I'm going to cast it in epoxy sculpt, and then work it from there. I would love to see it in silicone. Not in silicone. I would love to see it in resin. Maybe in some fantasy colors. I think she could be like a fae or fairy, you know, a fairy kind of creature. I haven't decided yet. Right now, looking at the sculpt, the torso is really, really long. I actually shortened the third piece of the torso a little bit, so it's a little bit shorter, but I feel like it's a good silhouette. You'll see in the picture at the end of the video. In terms of clothing, she's very skinny, so I haven't really decided on what type of outfits and things like that she'll have. But for now, this is basically what I have at the moment. What else is there? I also have several other sculpts that I'm working on. I have a lot of sculpts that I'm working on. I love dolls. I love the creative part, the creating process, the creative process, and I love coming up with dolly ideas. So I have several other sculpts I'm working on, but this is going to be the first one to be cast in epoxy sculpt, and I guess made more permanent. And I'm rambling, sorry y'all. But so far, I mean, I'm not sure what else to say about this sculpt. Anyways, I also have a sculpt with normal proportions, so I'm working on those. I'm really enjoying the process, and I hope I'm able to continue doing this. Anyway, if you guys have any questions or whatever, you just have any comments, feel free to leave me a message or leave me a comment on here on YouTube. Like, I really love talking to people, and like I don't mind answering questions. As you can see, I was testing out if the back would look smooth or whatever when posed. So I mean, you can't really tell until you texturing the doll, but for now I think I'm satisfied with the way it looks when bent forward and bent back and things like that. So I'm really happy with this sculpt. Anyways, what else? I think that's probably pretty much it. There's about 1 more minute left in the video, and I think I should leave this off here. I don't know what else to say about this sculpt. Anyway, you can find me on Instagram at Poochbot. That's POOCHBOT. Did I spell that right? I don't know. I'll put I don't know, it's 3:30 in the morning, I'm exhausted. I'll put something down below. I'll put my Instagram, my Twitter, and I guess my Facebook like page as well. And that's pretty much all I have to say about this. Have a good one, y'all, and Happy New Year. Happy New Year's Eve. Be safe. And that's pretty much it. Thank you for watching this video, and I hope you come back for future videos. Oh, subscribe and like if you enjoyed it. Thank you.